We now have a timeline to go off of when it comes to the new financial system, specifically when it comes to when we should be on the lookout for some of the largest changes around our monetary system to take place. So, with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's take a quick look at what happened in the last week of October. So Putin is now calling for an alternative international payment system at the BRICS summit. The Russian president is looking to de-dollarize the world economy, and it is alarming for members that do not want the bloc to turn against the West. But let's be real here, okay? I keep telling you guys that this is a big psyop. This is a big distraction, and it's made to, it's essentially a manufactured event that's made to make us all believe that the dollar is in trouble, that the US is failing, that there's no turning back now, that the BRICS are going to quickly outpace the US and ultimately replace the US dollar as a reserve currency. Let me tell you this right now. If tomorrow the BRICS replace the US dollar as a reserve currency with another fiat currency, let me ask you a serious question. How successful do you think that would be? Fiat currencies as a reserve currency are ticking time bombs. They are failures. There is no way that the next major innovation to our monetary system, to our entire financial system, is going to be a fiat reserve currency. And it is because they are not successful. So when we look at what Russia's actually doing, they are focused on central bank digital currencies. They're actually focused on digital currencies in general. On September 12th, we know that the Russian central bank was targeting July 2025 for the widespread digital ruble use. The central bank wants to promote the widespread use of the digital ruble. Now you might be questioning, what does this mean? Well, number one, let's actually look at the facts. Russia's largest banks must support a digital version of the ruble for customers starting July of next year. Smaller banks will follow suit over these coming years. Now, as we do think about this, 2025 is going to be the year of CBDCs. We know this. We know this from a lot of the documents. But also over here from June 11th, Russia is already, starting to use CBDCs for cross-border payments by 2025. They want to do this by 2025 along with widespread adoption of the currency. So if we're thinking about this, if all of this big conflict with Russia and the BRICS is ongoing and we have all of these geopolitical tensions and we're on the cusp of war, everyone's concerned, what usually follows? Well, with conflict, with crises, typically we see major changes happen. Now, from 2008, we haven't seen anything significant, which is questioning what is going to happen here. Well, we're going to see the transition, and it's already happening here with Russia talking about CBDC in 2025. We have over here from Smoke Dog, October 2024, JP Morgan Global Market Strategy Report. We are bullish on digital assets into 2025. The bull run is here. The world's largest bank is officially putting their conviction behind crypto for the next year. Happy November 1st. And we actually have here from JP Morgan on October 11th, we are bullish on digital assets into 2025. Now they're specifically talking about ETFs and ETF flows and things like that. But when we go over here, we actually have the Vision 2025, the rise of CBDCs. 2025 is set to be the year of significant technological advancement, primarily due to the full establishment of the Common Data Standard, ISO 20022. In the World Economic Forum's Vision 2025 initiative, there's a clear focus on CBDC, central bank digital currency implementation. They predict that by 2025, common standards for digital currencies will allow everyone to participate in the digital economy. The alignment of ISO 20022 migration being fully implemented in 2025, along with the anticipated rise of CBDCs in the same year, is well documented. This unified standard will connect 80% of the global financial system through interoperable frameworks, enabling seamless blockchain transactions and CBDC integration. Payment industry reports also highlight that the major trend for 2025 will be the emergence of CBDCs. Let's go back here. Russia, which is technically right now, if we're going and looking at mainstream media, is technically right now the US's biggest enemy, is pushing for CBDC in 2025. Now we know that the House banned the term CBDC, but they didn't ban a stablecoin. So are we going to see the US act fast on this, push for positive crypto regulations? At the same exact time, they are going to push for a digital dollar stablecoin to counteract what Russia is doing. It would make sense, and it is still going by the plan that, all right, we have a problem, we have the reaction, and now we have the solution. It would also have everyone cheering for, the US saying, all right, look it, we're getting ahead of innovation. We're now pro crypto, they're pro digital assets, and they already have American-based companies to work with, like, for example, Ripple, Stellar. I mean, the plan is already there. All they have to do is push for it. Now we also have, it's noted, common data standards, most notably ISO 20022, will likely play a part in enabling interoperability with other payment systems in a CBDC system. With both ISO 2022 migration and CBDC adoption happening simultaneously, 2025 will lay the foundation for a globally interconnected financial network, paving the way for widespread CBDC adoption and a more efficient digital economy. Now we know why the BRICS are starting to expand on the vision for a basket of digital currencies. Because even as we look at the Bretton Woods 3.0 narrative, it is a basket of digital currencies, CBDCs, backed by gold, connected by this is a completely, decentralized, neutral bridge currency. And this is from the World Economic Forum, by the way. This is their vision for 2025. And here we have the payments industry trends, CBDC 2025. By the way, 2030 to 2035, no cash society, zero fraud payments, payments in the metaverse, all payments instant. Also over here, they talk about in a CBDC system with intermediaries, its design will need to support payments, be it online or offline. Also over here, ISO 20022 standard may boost central bank digital currencies by providing a standardized framework for their development and use. Very interesting. And by the way, in conclusion, the upgrade of SWIFT's payment system to the ISO 20022 standard will have far-reaching implications for the banking, crypto, and digital currency markets. I'm telling you right now, this is why JP Morgan is bullish. They are aware of what's happening. They know the plan that's already in action. And although also over here, JP Morgan has also noted that they are investing in ISO 20022 as the 2025 migration deadline approaches. Coincidence that they're bullish on digital assets into 2025. And here you can actually see that, right? Why are we investing in ISO 20022 messaging? Payments are the backbone of today's economy. Without payments, businesses would be unable to procure for their supply chain or pay their employees. Consumers could not purchase necessities or luxuries, and governments would not be fully able to fully serve their citizens. Now, again, as we do think about this, why are they investing into ISO 20022? Would it have anything to do with, for an example, let's go back to this post here, which they're bullish on digital assets into 2025. And then we also have the Vision 2025, the rise of the CBDCs mixed with ISO 20022. Now also, over here, I outlined this in a recent post, but these are all of the big conflicts that are happening right now around our financial system. Because along with geopolitical tensions, we also have major financial issues happening around the global system. And I said that I could list many other signals of a storm coming within the next 12 to 24 months. But these are all of the big problems happening. The overall economy looks as though we are going to hit a brick wall. And I say this because guess what? We need major events and crises to push us into a new system, to ultimately have a completely new financial system rise. And the best way to do that is by self-destruct, essentially, the traditional system to make way for the new system. And I do believe that that's exactly what's happening right now. And by the way, as we do think about CBDCs, Norway to decide future of central bank digital currency in 2025. Mexico plans to launch a CBDC by 2025. Also, the digital euro project phases, next phase from November 2025, potential development and rollout. There is so many moves being made right now around CBDCs, all targeting 2025. Tokenized Europe 2025 initiative launched by the EU, German Banking Association. This goes back to 2023. Their plan is 2025. 2025 is the year. Everything is going to be rolled out, I would say, by the end of 2025 into the early 2026, quarter one of 2026. Because you got to remember, right? Regulations are also planned by the end of 2025 into early 2026. CBDCs are also planned. ISO 2022 rolling out, also planned. The next 12 to 24 months are going to be absolutely crazy, especially for major developments happening around crypto. Now, also, Brazil. Brazil plans to launch a digital currency by early 2025. Guess what? Almost every single BRICS nation is preparing for a digital currency launch within the next 12 to 24 months. This is why I say the whole sanctions narrative, the whole geopolitical tension narrative, it's all to support the rollout of digital currencies. They want CBDCs. They want to push the CBDC narrative. The best way to do that is by saying, look at our enemy, aka Russia, and also even the BRICS nations. They're pushing for a CBDC. How can we need to act now if we want the US dollar to be as strong as it is, if we want the US economy to be as strong as it is. They're challenging us, so we need to make sure that we are ahead of this. Now, also over here, live trials of digital asset transactions on Swift to start in 2025. Again, this is all focused on the same timeline, 2025. And by the way, this is recent. This is October 3rd, 2024. We also know that Swift has been pushing the ISO 2022 and CBDC narrative. So as we really look at what's going on here, everyone is on board for 2025. Even the BRICS. And nobody's going to question this because, again, they're going to look at what the US is doing and they're going to give you the excuse, we have to do this because, Russia's doing this. Or we'll actually paint them as the bad guy saying, oh, Russia's pushing for a CBDC. All of these BRICS nations are pushing for a CBDC. They want you to live like China with, how controlled everyone is with their, digital currency. But guess what? The US is different because we're going to be pushing for a digital dollar stablecoin. It's going to be the strongest digital dollar. It's going to, make sure that the reserve currency status of the dollar is protected, this, that, whatever, and sell everyone on the narrative. This is literally 101 of, it's a retail psyop that they're pushing to paint a picture so that everyone believes it so that they can push this agenda. And it is focused on 2025, 2026. So prepare now for this. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.